A packed house greeted women's rights activist Riley Gaines for her appearance at the University of Wyoming last night. A Riverton woman is among the first to be charged under a new law that makes shoplifting a felony if they've already been convicted more than 4 times. And a Cheyenne South high school football player has kicked the longest field goal in American high school football this year. We'll take a look at these stories and more today from Wyoming's largest news organization. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily. A packed house greeted women's rights activist Riley Gaines for her appearance at the University of Wyoming Tuesday night. Gaines told Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland that she was excited to speak at UW because she admires the sorority sisters on that campus who are fighting a court battle to keep sororities as all-female spaces.
Wyoming's campus is near and dear to her because she has bonded with the plaintiffs in the Kappa Kappa Gamma suit. She said that she wants to offer them support, and she knows it's hard for college-age women to navigate these issues.
Among the 600 or so who attended the event were legislators and local women's rights activists. But not everyone in the audience was there in support of Gaines. A small, nonviolent protest arose about 10 minutes into Gaines' speech when 2 rows of attendees stood up and ripped up the event posters they'd found in their seats, which read, "Cowgirls Stand with Riley." A first-time Wyoming elk hunter found himself in an ethical and legal quandary Sunday as he watched a bull elk shot by another hunter suffer and die slowly. Patrick Sullivan told Outdoors reporter Mark Hines that he was waiting for just the right moment to pick out a cow from a herd of 200 that was about to stop in front of him, but then another hunter opened fire and wounded the bull, but apparently made no effort to track it.
He followed the herd, but the other hunter apparently didn't. And apparently this big bull elk had gotten its leg blown like halfway off. That second hunter apparently just got too antsy and made a shot that just wasn't a good, clean shot. So this guy kind of just had to sit and watch that elk suffer and die.
The experience raised complicated questions about not only ethical shooting, but how to handle the ramifications of dealing with an animal that somebody else has wounded and left to suffer. Sullivan said he knew that if he shot the bull to put it out of its misery, he could be held accountable for illegally shooting a bull elk on a cow tag. Wyoming could still issue a single stable token by the end of this year, fulfilling a deadline stipulated in Wyoming's stable token law. But Cowboy State Daily's Renee Jean reports that the Wyoming Stable Token Commission would need to move quickly in choosing a starter blockchain platform, which new commission executive director Anthony Apollo recommends to be Ethereum.
He thinks if they just go ahead and pick Ethereum as their blockchain platform for the token, they could probably just go ahead and issue one stable token, which would satisfy the legislative deadline.
Apollo says Ethereum has the widest adoption rate to date and has had the most stress testing of available platforms. I'll be back with more news right after this.
At Hilltop Bank, we understand that buying a home is a big decision. That's why we're here to be your trusted partner on the path to home ownership. Our experienced mortgage team will guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. We offer competitive rates and a wide variety of home loan options to best suit your needs. With our local knowledge and personalized service, you'll feel confident and comfortable throughout the entire home buying process. Contact us today to start your journey toward home ownership. Hilltop Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A 48-year-old Riverton woman with 9 prior theft convictions is among the first to be charged under a new state law that allows felony prosecution for repeat shoplifters and thieves. Cowboy State Daily's Claire McFarland reports that the law went into effect in July, and Beatrice Monroe, who was caught shoplifting items worth less than $200 from Walmart, now faces up to 10 years in prison and $10,000 in fines.
This is one of those unique laws where it's addressing just a pattern of behavior.
Fremont County Assistant County Attorney Ember Oakley told McFarland that the law is a tool to help temper the real problem of serial theft in Fremont County. And Keelan Anderson isn't only leading the way for kicking field goals in Wyoming this season, he's also leading the nation. Anderson hit a Wyoming record 61-yard field goal for his Cheyenne South Bison football team in September, which so far is the farthest field goal kicked in American high school football this year. High school football is still being played in other parts of the country until as late as mid-December, so Anderson still has a little time to go to clinch the longest kick in the nation for the 2023 season. The all-time American high school field goal record of 68 yards was set in 1985. And that's today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting the subscribe button on CowboyStateDaily.com. I'm Wendy Kaur for Cowboy State Daily.